Hi, Aunt Sherry, Brian, and Michael. Today is, I think, September 28th. Um, I haven't done a video for a long time. I've been having some geographical problems like I always do. Um, I haven't found home since Amber died. So I just keep moving. At the first sign of discomfort, I run. It's part of my trauma. I love you guys. Anyways, it's been a minute since I did a video, and I promised Brian that the next video that I did would be my brother bringing message to you guys, to your family. And oh, does he ever want to give message? So, and hopefully my last phone would stop at 33 minutes for whatever reason, and I'm hoping that we won't get an interruption because it's time consuming and it's irritating, especially when receiving a message from spirit, when there's interruptions. There could possibly be a teenage boy that knocks on my door as an interruption, and that's only because he doesn't know that I'm doing a video. So, and that's the neighbor's dog. Sorry, I'd shut the door, but then I get too hot. So with that said, guys, I've already taken up 2 minutes. This one's going to be hard for me, and if I cry, well, it's because it's hard for me. Spirit's beautiful. I'm smiling already because I can feel him. He's tapping at the door. Let me in, sis. Let me in, sis. So, with no further ado, with a deep breath to strengthen a connection with my brother. Here we go. All right, sis. You finally showed up, sis. Hi, Brian. Hi, Mom. My second mom, my number 2 mom, who in the end was number 1 mom. I'm always going to call you Mom. And Michael. Who could ever forget you? Greetings. I'm in spirit. Oh, I'm in spirit. My sister can feel my joy. She is smiling. Sis, you're doing great. I never knew. Really, I never knew how much you were going through. I wasn't supportive. If anything, I brought you down in the things I said. My lack of faith in you was my shortcoming in my life as your brother. Sis, I love you. I honor you when I look at you. You have more strength in one arm. In one of your arms, sis. And then I had it throughout my whole body. I know this is a video for Brian and his mom and Michael. But now I also know you, sis. I just need you to forgive me for not being there, for not believing you. The sands of time, sis. It never stops. We go on and on and on and on. You and I, we will reunite again. And I owe you big time. Forgive your brother, for I knew not what I was doing. I forgive you, bro. This isn't about me. This is about... I'm sorry, you guys. I wasn't there for my brother. I couldn't watch him die. So many people out there that don't have a choice but to die, fighting anyway, doing everything they can to live. And then my brother being told, if you drink, you die. And he drank. He just gave up his life like it was not valuable. I couldn't watch it, you guys. It doesn't mean I didn't love my brother. He was my brother. I was just, and I'm still, and I always will be, not a whole person without my daughter. I would have been in his life more had I known he wasn't in your safe care. So thanks, Aunt Shitty and Brian and Michael, for being there for my brother. I mean, I had already talked to my landlord that he was going to move in with me and I would have taken care of him, but the divine way in which things happen, and I look at it that way, that he landed in your living room on your porch, Aunt Sherry. Anyway. Okay, bro. I'm gonna smoke, guys, okay? 7 minutes already. I should probably start it over. Sis, don't. He says, sis, don't start over. Don't. You'll never come back. Okay. So, sis, I want to start with Michael. I want to tell Michael how awesome of a person he is. When you shave off all the fluff that society puts on people, the appearance, the clothes, Michael, when you shave that off, what's left is the human being. And as a human being, Michael, there is no greater person. And I mean that. Michael, you're such a good person. There's a strength in you, Michael, that just seems to flow from you. Like you have an abundance of this strength flowing to you and through you. Like you'll never run out. That kind of strength that I wish I had a drop of. I wish you could have seen that in me. And for that, I'm sorry, Michael. I'm sorry, Brian and Sherry and sis. Michael, there will be a day when what I say to you, what I see in you, you will have to rely on. The character within you is there. And you have a better knowing. You're going to be okay, Michael. Stick to your guns. Always stick to your guns. Don't ever let anyone else hold your guns. They're your guns. Keep them loaded, and keep them in your hands. When I say guns, I don't mean that in the literal terms, Michael. What I'm saying is hold on to your character. Continue to be the beautiful person that you are, and you'll never go wrong. And I thank you for allowing me to steal a piece of your mom from you. I thank you for that time, that space that I took. I'll never forget you. Michael, you're like my brother. And with that, I'll end. Aunt Sherry. Mom, she said Aunt Sherry, not me. That's one thing, Aunt Sherry, that I'm unaware of is that Craig called you Mom. I get it though. And I truly will honor that. Sorry, bro. It's okay, sis. Mom. My second mom. I've had no other mom but one. But now wholeheartedly in my whole spirit, I know that I had two. You were such a mom to me. I'm sorry. Andrea, our Aunt Sherry, she was a second mom to me. I love her as if she was my mom. She loved me and took care of me as if I was her own. And she did that in place of our mom. Aunt Sherry, Andrea, I'm going to time out and I'm going to ask him to go ahead and speak to you, not me. So, he says, I was trying to do that, sis. Mom, when I was dying and had nowhere to go, your door was open to me. I fell through it like a drunkard. Only I didn't hit the floor. I hit the couch. I hit your living room. I hit like a bomb in the center of your family. Your family's peacetime, together time. Here comes Craig, the explosion. Andrea, tell Aunt Sherry. Never mind, sis, I'll tell her. Mom, Andrea's crying. It doesn't mean that I am. It means that she's feeling the love that I have. How much love I have for you. Pull it together, sis. I am, bro. Aunt Sherry, when that bomb went off in your living room, the fear and the bomb inside my heart subsided. It calmed down. It calmed down because I knew I was safe under your wing. Very much like a mom. I'll never be able to love and thank you enough for being my mom. When me, as old as I was, needed my mom the most. You are my mom. Guys, this is hard. Andrea, Aunt Sherry is the best. There isn't a better woman out there. You could look your whole life and not find a woman as good as she. He's saying something about rings of satin. What are you saying, bro? Sis, I love you. I know this is hard for you. Things that we avoid because they're painful. Thank you for doing this, sis. You and I, we have a whole nother video to make. And many lifetimes to do that, sis. I owe you my sincerest apology to you, sister. For having not believed in you. For having not realized what you were going through. And for adding more weight to your shoulders. And hurting you like I did. When I didn't believe you. And not only that, sis, when I didn't believe you, I was angry with you. I know the truth now, sis. You were telling me the truth the whole time. Your brother is flawed. I was flawed from the beginning, sis. Only the flaws didn't show until the end. And I'm sorry. That I committed such a flaw in our relationship by not believing you. It will tear me apart. Sis, if you allow my flaws to be in your memory when it comes to me. It's not, bro. I don't hold nothing against you, bro. I want to move on to Brian, sis. Brian. Man, Brian. Have we ever had some heart-to-heart talks? You're still in my heart. You still touch my heart. The things I never told you when I was alive, I want to tell you now. Because you were and are, and will always be my greatest friend. We have shared heart-to-heart talks. You know the insides of me, just like I know the insides of you. I can't tell you how important, how spirit building and refreshing our friendship was to me. Your heart is golden, Brian. You have so much love to give. Brian, I was soft. I was soft in the beginning. I'm sorry. What, bro? I'm sorry. I said that wrong. Brian, I was soft. I I was soft in the way that I carry my feeling. I allowed my feelings to carry me. I let my feelings carry me. When what I should have done and wished I would have done was carry my feelings. It was the other way around, bro. Don't get caught up in allowing your feelings to carry you. Do it smarter. Carry your feelings. They won't hurt you if you carry them, but they will if you let them drag you down and around, dragging you around. We're men, capable of honest love, honest work, and capable of carrying our honest feelings with valor to the depths of my spirit. Brian, thank you. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for sharing your space, your mom, your time, and most importantly, your heart with me. Thank you. As I reflect now, this is to Michael and Cherry and Brian. As I reflect now, my Halloween costume would have been Oscar the Grouch in the garbage can. And I was. My loneliness outweighed my judgment. My self-pity outweighed any other concerns. I showed a selfishness to my grave as I hoarded and consumed the love and the peace within your living room. Make no mistake, I have taken what you have so offered me, the love and the peace. Prior to my death, it is with me. I carry it. I carry it as if without it I won't be able to breathe. That's how much all three of you guys meant to me. Brian the ladder says, Brian, put a ladder where it shouldn't be. He needs to move it. He'll know what I mean. He's saying something about, what are you saying, bro? He doesn't want to put you on Front Street, Brian. You better move the ladder wherever it is. He wouldn't even say this much if there wasn't a reason for it. Tell mom. Okay, now he can tell you, Aunt Sherry or mom. tell him to move it. Don't ask him where it is. Tell him to move that damn ladder. It's not in a good spot. There's a security factor in it. I don't know what he means. He doesn't want to tell me. He doesn't want to get Brian in trouble. You guys know. Okay, he's done. We're done. We've got like 4 minutes, and I wanted to share with you guys. So it's not to ever worry or think that people think they know me, and they don't. Just like my brother. But I'm writing. Well, I've already written. I thought about writing it for about 3 years, and then 2.5 years ago, I wrote it. A children's book called Lies Told Too Many Times. This is 2.5 years ago, and I'm just now getting ready to send it off to publish it. But the illustrations were slowing me down. I paid a guy, an illustrator, an artist, like 2 months of my paychecks to do the illustrations for me last year. And all he did was put me off for 5 months, and then when I went to pick him up, there was nothing. Anyway, turns out I'm the illustrator, and that's what I've been working on for 4 months straight. That's all I do all day long is paint and draw and paint. It's a 28-page book, but I must have done 70 drawings, paintings, illustrations, pictures, only to finally get better, to improve on my work, and to chisel down all those photos to 28 that I chose. I want to show you guys, okay? This book's going to come out, and this book there's nothing like it in the world. There's no children's book like this at all. So I just want to show you the pictures. It's not going to explain anything. Probably not going to explain to you anything. But it's my book. I love you guys too. I love you guys too. And I don't think that there's one of all of us that hasn't been through hell, that hasn't experienced a whole lot of loss and pain. Need I remind you that love is not for the weak or the weary, and none of us are. This book is going to go out, and I promise you guys that I'll sign a copy for you and make sure that you get it. Aunt Sherry, I will put aside a percentage of the royalties of this book for your family to be taken care of. That's how sure I am this book's it's gonna go international in months. Anyway, I love you guys. It's almost 30 minutes, so I gotta go. Who's doing that? See if there's the interruption. Is that Calvin?